Ashim, who can you add? It's a miracle my face cleared up.
Oh, shut up.
My gosh. I couldn't believe when I woke up. I was swollen. I was crazy.
Oh my God. No, not David using a filter on his phone to make his face look silly.
Thanks for spoiling all the secrets.
I think they could probably tell.
Pretty amazing. I'm excited for this show today. Sonny's good morning. The birds are singing and the coffee is percolating. It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. I always think of that whenever I hear, because percolator back in the day was like how
a song, yeah.
They would make the coffees. Anyway, the studio is hotter than a goat yoga class in August. Today's lineup is fierce, flexible, and a little bit flammable. Hey, girl, hey. We're talking to my great friend and absolute goddess of grace, world-class yoga instructor Lisa Rose. She's the human embodiment of calm meets power, and she's inspiring us on why it's important for us to move our bodies. It's so good. Open our minds and set our chakras to the divinity of our lives, darling. But first, I want to twist myself into a pretzel of excitement because my best friend is sitting next to me. It's Mel, the queen of the Sunny Snack Scene. What's on the Sunny Sun dial today?
Wait, did you say pretzels?
Yes.
You have some pretzels?
I would love a pretzel.
Okay.
Do you like soft pretzels or hard pretzels?
I like the soft pretzels better. I like to dip them in yellow mustard.
Yeah.
Like the spicy yellow mustard.
Yeah,
That's the best kind.
like Ben's soft pretzels on St.
Yeah,
George Street.
with the spicy yellow.
Shout out Kyle. We could use one of those in the morning. That'd be nice.
Can somebody sponsor us food-wise and bring us breakfast
Hi,
every
Kyle.
morning?
Hi.
Hi, I'll try all your new recipes.
We want to try Ben's soft pretzels. It's so good.
So it's full course feast today. We've got Lisa Rose lighting up the studio with Zen and Ariel Sass, plus a Sunshine Shenanigans story. So while the fire department might call in to fact check it.
Wow, you mean one where the flu medicine meets the fireworks? I'm smelling smoke and just reading that script right now.
Hold my beer.
Exactly.
And that doesn't raise your blood pressure. Our Thirst Trap Thursday playlist definitely will.
I like it.
We're talking Freak Me Beats, baby, and Booty Droppin' Party Bangers.
Ooh, hydrate before you participate, please. And don't forget, we're diving into the local drama from an agri-hood lawsuit sprouting lawsuits faster than weeds into a woman's alliance turning compassion into power moves. Liking this too.
And then bam, national scoop. A Miss Universe meltdown that's pure tiara tossing chaos.
You guys know what this is.
Yep.
It's a crazy story.
And Tom Brady officially entering his mad science dog dad era.
Another good conversation.
I'm not mad about this.
I want to kind of get into that one too. Yeah, so I'm telling you, today's show is where a yoga pose is called downward dog drama.
Oh,
see what,
stop
see what I
it.
did there? Yeah. We're stretching, snacking, singing, and sizzling our way through our headline under this Florida sun.
So grab your mat, grab your mug, and maybe a fire extinguisher because this one's gonna burn super bright today.
Because these shows are always fierce, they're always fresh, because it's Sunny TV, and we are
Live from the Black Box at Limelight Theater, it's Sunny TV!
Oh, I love that intro so much, and I love our title sponsors, the Bailey Group and Steve Chapman's All-American Air.
Be ready for anything with the Bailey Group, an NFP company. Life is full of unexpected moments. Whether it's securing your family's future, protecting your business, or planning for individual wealth, the Bailey Group is here to guide you every single step of the way. Since 1954, the Bailey Group has been a trusted cornerstone of the St. Augustine community. Under the leadership of President Mark Bailey, they've grown from a local agency into a nationally recognized firm, offering tailored solutions for individuals, families, and businesses, with a focus on individual health and life insurance, Medicare solutions, group insurance, and property and casualty commercial coverage. The Bailey Group combines cutting-edge technology, strategic partnerships, and personalized service to deliver the peace of mind you deserve. Give them a call today, 904-461-1800.
Hi, I'm Steve Chapman, owner of All American Air Conditioning and Heating. For over 40 years, we've been serving St. Augustine and the surrounding areas. We're the largest HVAC dealer in St. Johns County, providing high-quality service and products. With courteous technicians responding to your HVAC needs, our expertise will give you confidence in your investment. Family-owned All American Air Conditioning, voted Best of St. Augustine for more than 20 years running.
That was a great conversation to have with Steve Chapman's All-American Air and that
Yes.
Freedom banner. That's so much
good.
fun.
I love it.
Yeah, and I also love your weather report. Let's get into the shenanigans on that.
Oh, here we go. Today is Friday Eve, also known as Thursday.
Hey.
Also known as Friday Junior. It's got a lot of nicknames. Today's November 6th, you guys. So here we go. Today is going to be a high of 76. The UV index is 4.0, so you can actually still get some tan, but make sure you wear your sunscreen.
Okay.
It's not going to rain today at all, and the wind is north-northeast at 8 miles per hour. Wind gusts are 16 miles per hour, and tonight we are getting down to a low of 62, and precipitation goes up to about 6%. This weekend, a cold front's coming in, friends. There's a chance of slight rain and potential thunderstorms on and off, but that's supposed to be more towards like the Georgia
Yeah,
border.
so I heard this weekend it's going to be in the 80s, and then Sunday night a cold front comes in.
Yes.
We are definitely in for some cold weather next week, which is
Yeah.
going to be something interesting. I'm actually excited. It's like it's weather.
Sweater weather.
Snuggle in, sweater weather.
With the dogs.
Snuggle in and watch Sunny TV. How about that?
I watch all the replays.
I'll write you a get out of jail free card to your boss, right?
Yes.
But let's get into the local music report to make you proud on this Thursday, November 6th. Drum it, hum it down, Sonnies. It's time for the local music report.
Dun, dun, dun.
We got Jim Lamb at the Milltop Tavern at noon. Joshua Tennessee Worthy at the Bin 39 Wine Bar at 1. Tony Scazzaro at La Cocina at the cellar upstairs at 1 o'clock p.m. Smokin' Joe Shower, Backyard Island Cafe at Meehan's at 3. We have Riggy at Bin 39. It's a new one. Riggy, R-I-G-G-Y.
Riggy.
R-I-G-G-Y.
G-G-Y.
At
Go.
Bin 39 Wine Bar at 4 o'clock p.m. John Q at the Milltop Tavern at 4:30. Vinny Jacobs at Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5. Allen Arena. Ooh, I like that one. Oasis Deck and Restaurant at 5 o'clock. Trevor Compton at the Shores Golf Club at 5 o'clock. Baby Gray, at Pesca. Very fun by Michael
the voice
Lugo.
for this one.
Yeah, Baby Gray. That's so nice because Vegas Gray is the dad, and so their kids.
Oh, my God.
Baby Gray are playing at Michael Lugo's Pesca at 6 o'clock. Dharma, D-H-A-R-M-A, Dharma at Prohibition Kitchen at 6. Waylon, the band, at Colonial Oak Music Park at 7, and Cholula at the bar with no name at 10 o'clock p.m.
Jim went to Colonial Oak last night, and he was, because his friend Kevin does like all the stuff there.
Yeah. He makes the surfboards, right?
Yeah, so he went there to Colonial Oak, was hanging out with Kevin and listening to some music, and the band that played last night, there were two of them. He said it was amazing. I can't remember, we said their name on the show yesterday.
Quasimodo?
No, I can't remember, but he said it was. He said they were absolutely amazing. So if you were the artist that played at the Oak last night, you were amazing.
Could we find out who they were? Because I feel
we
like
said it yesterday.
Yeah, but we
on the
only
show.
did a partial tease of a band. We got to make sure we get that.
I don't know. Well, I'll remember it here in a little
just-
while. What? Yes.
Quasi Shady?
No, just Schwaze's. I messed it up.
Schwazy.
I don't know what I was thinking. But
Yeah.
he said they were amazing because I love Michael Franti.
So
And
Schwazy.
Yeah, he said it was so good.
Very, very cool. Awesome. Yeah, love to shout out local musicians. It's such an important thing for them to have a little platform there. Hey, let's get into some events here. Lullabies on the Rivers is having a pop-up festival here at the Limelight. Get ready, Sonnies. The Rhythm of St. Augustine is flowing straight into the heart of Limelight Theater. On Saturday, November 22nd, from 11 to 5, Lullabies of the River Pop-Up Festival transforms the Limelight parking lot into a free, family-friendly celebration of music, art, and the magic of Florida's rivers.
Oh, this is a feel-good fest that has an all-star lineup of local and regional talent. Acoustic Anomaly, Bad Dog Mama,
Awesome.
Baron Robert, Buffalo Rose, Dave Beasley and Sue Westcott, the Duffy Bishop Band, John Dickey IV, and Catherine Archer. They blend Americana, folk, jazz, and blues into one unforgettable soundtrack for the day.
So expect eco art, hands-on friendly activities, and some workshop partners like the Northeast Florida Sierra Club, St. Augustine, and all dedicated to celebrating and protecting our waterways. Create your own bamboo river stick. Ooh, I love a fun bamboo river stick moment. Shop nature-inspired vendors and enjoy delicious bites and beverages under the sunny sky.
Aw.
So when you just think that this is over, stay for the encore at 7 o'clock. Who's lining up on that one?
Oh, so that one is going to be Limelight's Black Box, where we currently are right now, and it's going to be Ancient City Limits, a ticketed evening concert featuring guitarist greats Sam Bassetti, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan can play basketball.
Can you
and
imagine the
guitar?
talents?
Holy moly! And Jonathan Lee Dotson, and interviews by Jorge Rivera of St. Augustine tonight.
Awesome. And before we get into this incredible interview, I've got one more event that I want to shout out, and we'll say hello to our friends over at Great Expectations Realty. This is a really important community event, so I really want to do this on the top of the show today. The Jimmy Jam Barbecue Slam.
So much fun.
This is coming up, you guys. I want to make sure this is on all of our calendars. We're going to continue talking and continue shouting out. This is an incredible organization that gives families in need a hand up, not a hand out. Some people can't pay for their light bill. Obviously, the county's taking care of November. What happens in December? Well, organizations like Jimmy Jam Barbecue Slam rally, do some amazing things and give services for people. I know a story of a nurse was just trying to get to work one day, didn't have enough gas money to put in her car. Jimmy Jam swooped in, made sure that she had a full tank, and got her to work on time.
And there was a single mom that needed roof repair on her house. Like, it was bad.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
it was either like get the roof repaired or
Condemn her house.
condemn her house. And they really stepped up and stepped in, and they helped coordinate all of it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, and we had his mom on the show.
Yes, we did.
We had Tim Goss's mom on the
Jill.
show.
Yes,
Amazing.
Very, very
But
cool. So this is the
I
heart
love
of our
this event.
community. This is an organization that is completely local, and they rally. They have this world-famous barbecue event that I'm going to talk about. The Smoke, the Spice, and the Spirit are firing up St. Johns County Fairgrounds on Saturday. Save the date, everybody. Saturday, January 10th for the legendary Jimmy Jam Barbecue Slam. This day of celebration of food, family, community kicks off at what time, Mel?
it's 10 a.m. And guess what? Here's a sizzling lineup of fun.
Let me know.
Barbecue, chili, and it's a chili and chowder's people's choice tasting, just $1 per taste.
It's so fun.
It is so fun. There's also
You get a little
car
shot
show.
glass. You get a little shot, like a little plastic shot glass,
Yes.
and they put a little bit of chili
You
in there.
taste.
Sometimes they give you a Frito.
Oh,
Yeah.
and there's also a car show.
Yep.
Local vendors. Oh my God, you guys, the amount of vendors, and they have other like nonprofit organizations that you can go and get information. Live music, the whole event. Live music the whole day on the stage. And this year we're gonna have the Paul Bunyan Lumberjack Show.
It is so fun.
Featuring Mel in a flannel. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what I look like in a flannel shirt.
They are so cool.
Oh.
It's these two dudes that literally are like, they're doing like really cool, like they're cutting into the wood, and I don't know. It's
Oh my
a lot
God.
of fun.
And you know what
I
else?
didn't really sell that well, Tim. I'm
Guys,
sorry.
they're also gonna have the canine disc connected aerobic dog show. I got so excited I couldn't even say it.
So say it again.
Okay, it's gonna be the canine disc connected aerobatic dog show.
There it is.
Guys, who doesn't love kids? Also, they have a huge kid zone.
Yes, they do.
Oh my God, so much. So the chili and chowder is from 11 to 3 and the barbecue from 2 to 4 p.m. Admission's $20 with kids, and kids 10 and under are free when accompanied by a paying adult.
Love that. All proceeds benefit Jimmy Jam Community Outreach. So important.
But-
We'll be talking about this multiple times leading into this event because it is such a community rally, such a really important, fun one. But before we get into some of our incredible interview, we're going to say hi to our friends at Great Expectations Realty.
People are looking for a company. I want people to have great expectations. We are a small family-owned brokerage. What that means is you get really personalized service, and everything is very hands-on. You're not just getting tossed onto the MLS and crossing our fingers. We're very aggressive with our marketing. We're excellent with communication. We have a lot of amazing relationships in the community, so you're getting the advantages of all of those things.
We love Great Expectations Realty. They're doing so many great things with Hastings Main Street. We talk
Yep.
about it all the time. Jenna and the team are just incredible, and they're coming back on the show, of
And
course.
we learned yesterday that Hastings Main Street, they have a dairy shop they make all the cheeses.
All the cheeses!
So guess who's excited?
Oh yeah, I can't wait to go test that
We need
out.
to go.
We'll do it together.
Of course.
And another thing that we're going to do together is talk to my great friend today. On Sunny TV, we're joined by my great friend who's one of the most incredible yoga instructors you will ever meet, Lisa Rose. Her energy is pure calm meets quiet power, and she has a rare gift of helping people reconnect with themselves through movement and breath. From traditional yoga to the magic uplift yoga, Lisa has built a beautiful community rooted in peace, strength, and authenticity. Let's flow into her story and explore how yoga became her art and her purpose and her way of healing others. Lisa, welcome to Sunny TV.
Thank you so much. That was lovely.
Oh, you are so lovely. And I'm so proud of this moment for you to be here with us and explore the wonderful world of yoga. You've got to dive into the story. How did this all come about for you?
So college,
Okay.
you know how it can become a whirlwind of chaos.
God bless.
I needed to step back, and I wandered into a YMCA
Awesome.
in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
God bless.
I know, right? And my first yoga class over there, I fell asleep in.
Okay.
So full-on snoring.
I love that.
You know what? With yoga, I have fallen asleep because it's like slower.
Some of it, yeah.
And the hot yoga I can't do because I die. I'm a sweater.
Yeah. Well,
there's
hot
that.
yoga's not really afterwards you
Yes.
fall asleep.
Yes.
But yeah, and so the teacher was very sweet, very kind, gave me a little nudge because I was snoring out loud. But it became like part of my unwind at the end of the week, and so it started there. The practice followed me all throughout my life, and then I started at 8 Limbs.
I love it.
Met Amy Commander, who is just wonderful. And I don't know, something hit me after a year of practicing over there that I might want to look into becoming a teacher, because I worked for Discovery Yoga when they were here, Deva Parnell, and I would have been certified with her in Kripalu Yoga, but I never really wanted to teach. And then something clicked. And I was, you all look for signs, I look for signs, and I'm like, well, I'll just look for a sign to see if I should do her teacher training. And I borrowed a book from her, and a piece of paper fell out with her idea on how to offer a teacher training, right, in the upcoming months at 8 Limbs. I was on a plane to Spain. Doesn't that sound funny? On a plane to Spain.
But
and
it
this-
sounds so romantic.
It was. And I was like, there's my sign. I was like, I can't wait to get back, and I'm going to talk to her about it, and I did. And I wasn't intending to teach. I just wanted to take my practice a little deeper.
Okay.
And that's what began my training over at 8 Limbs.
So let's talk about that study and the practice,
Oh, yeah.
because it does get very deep into the world of yoga. I'd love to hear your journey about the practice of studying yoga.
The practice of studying yoga, so there's many different paths that you can follow. It's called the 8 limbs. That's where that comes from. So the physical path is what I began on, and I was not a very good yogi, or what you would think is a good yogi. I still partied because it was college.
Oh, God
So I
bless.
still partied.
Yeah.
I was still drinking. I was still running around. I was doing bad things like smoking
God
and
bless.
stuff like that.
Yes.
Shots.
Rock and roll.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. I'm very punk when it came to yoga. And I got a little nervous about it, having all these habits that really aren't yogic. And I read a book on Yogananda, who is the yogi that came over here and introduced yoga to the United States. And one of his quotes was, a student came up to him and said, I just really enjoy womanizing and chasing and drinking and partying. And I don't want to give that up to follow the path of yoga. I like both of those worlds.
Okay.
And Yogananda said, you don't have to give that up. But when you follow that path, eventually those things will fall away.
Interesting.
And for me, they did.
Okay.
Eventually, I didn't like the smell of me going into a studio with that on me.
Right,
or,
right.
Feeling not quite up to it because I was hungover.
Yeah.
So those things do start to fall away.
I noticed that too, as in my journey as an instructor as well. Like, it was something that it organically fell off. Like,
Isn't it
like an
crazy?
armor, it broke through, because I wanted to give my best to my students and the people that were taking my class. I wanted to be 150% for them.
That's right.
And in order to do that, I had to compromise in life and kind of let some of those vices go away.
Yeah. It was just interesting. I think I just woke up one day and noticed that my world had changed, right? So
In a great way.
in a good way. Yeah.
I could still get high on my own supply. Like,
That's-
I felt good.
That's
High
right.
on life.
That's right. I mean, caffeine's still there as I watch you pull your mug.
Of course.
Caffeine's still there.
Yeah.
But a lot of time, and for a while, I was totally vegetarian.
Okay.
Right. So that fell away. But it's a difficult thing, especially when you're from Philly, to stay because cheesesteaks,
God
please.
bless.
There's nothing like a Philly
Please.
cheesesteak.
Nothing
That's
like
right.
it,
That's
nothing
right.
like
And
it.
don't call it steak and cheese, please.
Oh.
You know, people have no
yeah.
idea.
So
I know.
every once in a while, I'll dabble back into the meats.
Yeah.
But not as often as it used to be.
But that's a forgiving process too to yourself as well.
That's
It's not
right.
something. That's what I love about the practice of yoga, is because it is all about the journey and not about, like Catholicism, for example. Like, I'm like, boom, you got to do this, and you genuflect, and you do this.
And if you don't do that, you're going to go to the hells.
But this is more, or purgatory.
There's so many of them.
Yeah.
This is more
the
about the
hells.
journey of finding yourself and finding the third eye and the spiritual side of how to best live your life
Yeah.
for yourself.
Well, that's what makes me just a little bit sad, because some people are like, I want to do yoga. It looks great, but I'm not flexible,
Right.
or I don't have the time, or it seems a little too strict. Like my yoga love is Ashtanga, right? So that's a very set series of postures.
Okay.
And it can be in certain places very, very strict, but that's not how I practice.
Right.
I meet my body where it is on my mat that morning, right? So if I'm feeling like I'm moving through mud, I slow the practice down, especially as I age.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
changes. If I'm feeling like I've had a cup of coffee and I'm ready to go for it, then my practice is faster. So I don't want people to, it makes me sad when people say, I can't do yoga. I can't sit still. I'm not flexible. I'm not strong enough. And don't they realize is the moment that you step on the mat, that's when the yoga begins.
Right.
Whether you're just sitting there breathing, that's your yoga, right? And then from there, it progresses to wherever it's going to go for you.
So you have a reputation for really finding alternative practices of yoga. It's like something new, something different, something fresh and fun.
Yeah.
You make it fun.
Oh,
I
thanks.
didn't think, I thought when I first learned about yoga, everything was like Enya.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sail away. But like one of your classes, I mean, I walked in and you had this incredible mix of dance music and rock music. Like, it's really cool moment to be able to connect with the part that responds to my body, which is music. You know that I love music so much.
Yes,
So
me
can
too.
you talk about Uplift and the journey of what that all is?
Well, Uplift began, the pandemic was a challenging time for many people.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people changed after that. But for me, I'm trying to find the sparkly side of the pandemic. And the pandemic allowed me to practice with yogis all over the world that I never would have found. There they were on my small screen as I was in my house, right? So I found this American yogi over, here comes Spain again, over in Barcelona.
Okay.
And Yoga Body, and he was offering online a chance to certify in what he calls, I forget what he calls it. I call it Uplift because
Okay.
I didn't want to take his treat.
And you're sort of suspending your body in
Yes.
air. Okay.
So he created a new sling. So it's different from aerial. Aerial, you wrap into the sling and you pull yourself around and you drop.
Yeah,
Exactly. You've seen it when the circus came to town,
Right,
right?
true. Yes, I can only imagine my big ass body.
Yeah,
Boom.
exactly.
You would do great.
The giraffe in the air, right?
But he created a sling where you have like TRX straps
Okay.
and the main sling itself. So that gives people who have never done it before
More
just a
stability.
little bit of, okay, I can hold on to this and I'll be okay.
I've seen them in the back rooms in San
Yeah.
Francisco.
Oh my God.
And look at me, I was like, yeah, oh no.
It is a morning show, David.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we have them at Funky Town where
Awesome.
I offer that, and because you have to have the right kind of ceiling.
Right, yeah.
And a lot of people, it's that practice to me, I met it during the pandemic, and it was such a great way to lift up from where you were rooted, because we were all stuck.
Right,
Yeah.
And
right.
here comes this practice in yoga, which I love, where you can hang upside down and you can flip around and be sideways.
It is incredible.
And I was like, I'm flying.
It's
you
honestly,
know?
it's,
I wanna
it's
see,
incredible.
now that's a yoga I can probably get down with.
You would love it.
Absolutely
Because
you
I'm
love
not
it.
afraid to flip upside down and fly through the air.
Yeah.
It is such a cool moment to be weightless.
That's
in
right.
The air. And I know that there's a lot of people that had fear over that.
Yes.
And to see them accomplish their, have faith in themselves over their fear was a really big moment
Yeah.
for you. When was that like, Eureka, I got something?
Because I loved it. Because I flipped upside down and I'm like, holy moly, here's this 50-year-old person flipping around like I was 12.
I love it.
Right? So
Yeah.
I felt light. And then to step onto the mat, to offer that to somebody else who walked into the sling. Like, I love it when they have their own time together and they're sitting in the slings and they're swinging like little kids. And I'm like, do you feel like you're 8 years old?
Right.
Yeah. And I'm like, do you want to go upside down?
Right.
I don't know about that. And then, not that we force anybody, but you say, we'll do it this way, step by step. It's a little puzzle. And then when they're hanging upside down and they've got this giant grin on their
It's
face
awesome.
because they got over that I can't do this.
Right.
There's no way I can do this.
Right.
And then they do it. And they land with both feet on the mat and they just do their ta-da.
Right,
You
yeah.
know?
I love this.
So talk about the importance of movement as a great medicine and flexibility and why that is so important in the human body.
The worst thing for your body is stillness.
Yeah.
Right? So any way that you can move is going to keep your journey just a little more glidey. So whether that's just walking your dog in the morning, which I know you do, or whether it's trying to flip upside down, that keeps everything, I don't want it
Lubricated.
greasy.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on the same thing. Keeps
Yeah.
it greasy. So that when you start to feel a little sticky, you know how to move the body and keep it flowing so the journey feels better.
Yeah. I think it's important.
I think so,
I think
too.
people are constantly on their computers all day
Yeah.
long and just sitting, right?
Absolutely.
And moving kind of is more motion in
Yeah.
the ocean, and you just kind of,
There's no wrong way,
Right,
right? There's
yeah.
no wrong way. The only wrong way is to hold stillness.
okay.
And I know that I can prickle people a little bit because I'll see them waiting to come into the class, and everybody's got their phone,
Right.
and they all got this going on.
Right.
You see it, right? So 10 pounds pulling you forward, and then when they come back up, they forget that this is where you need to be,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'll come along and I'll lift their elbows up, and first they giggle, and the second time I do it, they're like, you know?
Right.
But it's like, you got to.
So have you seen the human body change because of this technology boom? Have you seen it different with the posturing of
Yeah.
people? Okay.
Younger people are
Okay.
now starting to look like they've walked their journey already,
Right.
They're around
'cause
it.
they're in that.
So
yeah.
when you're driving through town and you happen to see some of the college students, I teach at Flagler College now,
Awesome.
and and those kids are so amazing. All right, I love to see them be. I had one student say to me this week, "Oh, you can't leave. Like, you have to be here till I graduate." And
Yeah.
I was like, "When do you graduate?" She's like, 2028. I'm like,
Yes, you can do it.
like, I don't know if I can make plans that far out, sister, you know? But I was like, I'll be here as long as I can be here. But the way they move, but I can also see in those younger bodies this already.
Yeah.
Because they're studying and they're working hard, and then they're doing this. When I walk into a classroom and I'm, running a little bit late, they're sitting on their mats waiting for me, and they're doing this.
Right.
And need to ask them, lay down and look at your phone. You're on
Okay.
a mat, lay down and look at it.
So how do you become more intentional with your body? How do you, is there mnemonic devices, things to remind ourselves to not be here and to be a little bit more open and to lay down? Is it constant repetition? Is it just,
Yeah, I think once you start making it a habit to hold your phone here, right? Just like Yogananda said, it'll start to become part of your
Yeah.
existence.
Yeah.
Right? So if you start holding your phone here, the moment you hold it here for any bit length of time, you'll start to feel it and you'll go, oh, and
Yeah.
you'll bring I do it. I
Love
have to
that.
correct myself all the time. So, anyway, yeah.
I love that. No, I
Phones.
think it's important, though. I think it's a great conversation.
Yeah.
Another good conversation is you practice yoga in many different studios in town.
Yeah.
I'd love for you to shout them all out because every studio is closer to a house than to another. But where are you practicing?
So I kid around. I drive a black Honda. I probably shouldn't say that because if you see me on the road, I'm a little aggressive. It's just
So as
something
well.
it's something I've been,
Yes.
have you been working? I've been trying. I've been trying to work on it to be a nice person behind the wheel, but it's
Try
hard.
Enya. I heard it's wonderful.
No.
Hilarious.
In fact, you know what? I
Try
gave birth
Enya.
with a midwife.
Yeah.
And she brought in some Enya CDs.
Oh my
So
God.
here I am laboring, and she puts in the Enya, and the one thing I said to my husband was, no Enya. That was the one thing I said, no Enya. And that CD went in, because back
Yeah.
there were boom boxes.
Yeah.
That CD went in, click, it started to play, and I looked over at
And he
him,
was
and
like,
he was
"Whoa!"
like, get that out. And I think we put in Clutch.
Oh, cool. That's much better, right?
Right?
That's one of my sister's favorite bands. Christy loves Clutch.
I love
awesome.
Clutch.
She lives in DC, and every time they're there, she sees them.
Well, they were just here.
Oh my God, I can't
down
tell her
in
that, she'll
Orlando.
cry.
Yeah.
She'll be
So
fine.
So anyway, that's music is a big part of my practice,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You
yeah.
know that.
Absolutely.
So my playlists are not traditional yoga music. You will find some of it blended in there, but a lot of it is like off yoga radar.
Which I love. That's,
Me too.
it's an
Me
answer
too.
to
So do
many
my
people.
students.
Yeah.
So I'm everywhere, and it's I'm in some traditional yoga studios like Now and Zen. I'm over at the Yoga Den, and they're geared towards yoga. And then I offer it at gyms, which is a little bit different. Gym yoga is a little bit different because the students that go to a gym to find yoga, they're gym rats.
Yeah.
Right? So they don't want all the incense and the chanting and the ohms. They just want to move their body.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's fine. Anything that gets them onto the mat, and if that moving your body at Funky Town, or Anastasia Fitness, if that gets you to start exploring a different path in yoga, I'm all about it.
That's cool. I didn't know that about your like studio sessions versus your gym sessions.
They're
That's
different.
actually a really cool caveat. I didn't know.
Yeah,
before
they're
today.
different. They're different. Like I'll start with the Ashtanga opening invocation when I offer.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's in Sanskrit, and people don't they fear chanting, but I tell them it's like singing Diana Ross at the
Yeah.
top of your lungs when you're in your car,
Right.
because it's breath,
Yeah.
which is yoga. And it's joyous because it's singing, and it's using your voice, right?
Yeah.
So that's vagal stimulation. Singing anything is so good for you.
No matter if you're flat and off key.
That's right.
Okay.
I
I'm
don't
good
care.
then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't sing well at all.
Oh, they all know.
My husband, who does sing well, I'll start singing along with his songs, and he'll be like, he'll give me the.
On Sunny TV, we welcome all ranges. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. So if anybody's out there, I mean, that's a form of yoga too. You know, throw on your Diana Ross, throw on your favorite hat, and dance around your house as you clean.
Absolutely.
Singing out loud. You don't have to know Sanskrit. That's a form of chanting.
Yeah.
So.
Another thing that you do is meditation, and I do want to highlight that because that's incredible. Like the sound bath, and you have this incredible movement there, and that's not as much movement, but it's movement of the mind and
That's
the
right.
balance, and why that's so important.
I have a couple of different ways I offer meditation. So the newest one that we've started is a sound and float over at Anastasia Fitness. You get these twin-size mattresses that you cannot fall off of.
Okay.
They blow up.
Okay.
You bring your blanket, your eye pillow, whatever you want, your favorite crystal, your dog collar, you know, of a dog that went over the rainbow or whatever.
Oh my
You
gosh,
bring
how
that with
cool.
you. You get onto your own mattress, and I play the sound bowls as you just float in the pool.
How cool is this,
Oh my
Lisa?
gosh, I know. It's really, that's at Anastasia Fitness. Watch my Instagram because we only offer it like once a month, and now it's getting a little tricky because it's
Okay.
getting cold. But I think you could just throw on an extra blanket, get that big furry blanket and get under there.
Absolutely.
It's funny, the past few times that we've offered it, it's been really still all week long, sunny, wonderful. And then the night of meditation and sound comes up, and the winds pick up out of the east, and everybody's floats pile up. So Marcy, who's the one of the owners of Anastasia, she has to get a big stick and stir the pot.
Oh, it's like a cauldron. I love it. I love
And
all
push
that.
them around. So that's one way that we do it. And I just started over at Funky Town. I offer a meditation once a month there. We pick a local charity. This month, because it's November, we're going to pick the food bank.
Awesome. Thank
Right?
you.
Yeah. So anyway, people can bring in either the fee for the class or a bag of groceries. That's this Friday night at 5:30.
Fabulous.
So what we started doing was meditation comes in a lot of forms because a lot of people say, I can't sit still that long. So meditation can be movement. So we'll do a slow flow, and it's about 15, 20 minutes long. Then we'll do a metta meditation, which is compassion. It's a Buddhist thing, compassion, and sending it out for yourself, for others, and then for the whole world. And that's kind of a good little chanty thing to do. And then we'll have some tea or maybe a little bit of champagne.
Love it.
Right?
Bubbly. Yes.
A bit of the bubbly. And then we settle down into our space. And people bring in their blankets, their pillows, like I said, their favorite crystals or their dog collar. And they set up their space. And I have these little spacemen that project the stars and the auroras on the ceiling.
Amazing.
And then we've got the music in the background that's very spacey. And for 20, 25 minutes, you're lying there, not doing a thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to be anywhere. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. You literally just unwind the mind and the body. And it's wonderful that it happens on a Friday because I think that's a great way to get into your weekend.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Lisa, how can people follow you? How can people find more information?
The best way to follow, I'm on Facebook, but I don't open it up very often. The best way to follow me is on Instagram.
Awesome.
And my handle is something blissful this way comes.
I love it.
Right? So as a child, I grew up in the basement watching Saturday afternoon horror flicks.
Yes,
Horror
my
flicks,
favorite.
right? And one of them was Something Wicked This Way Comes. And that
Okay.
always stuck with me, so I took the opposite.
Something blissful
That's
this way
me.
comes.
Yeah,
Lisa,
come.
incredible interview. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having
So,
me.
so special. Everybody, give a follow, give a share, find a new path to your life. This is so important. Friends, we're going to pivot over to Maritime Creative and Flashes and Brilliance.
Maritime Vibe Check!
Fresh version.
When the lights come on and the magic begins,
There's a crew behind the scenes that always wins.
Maritime Creative, they set the stage.
From sound to lights to video waves.
Big show, small space, doesn't matter a bit.
They show up, they glow up, they make it all lit.
No panic, no chaos, just smooth, clean flow.
They take a wild idea and make it glow.
Need a vibe, they build it.
Have a dream, they get it.
From spark to spotlight, they never forget it.
I trust them, I love them, they come on through.
Maritime Creative, that's the real stuff, boo.
So if you want your moment to rise and shine,
Call the crew that always gets it right every time. It's Maritime. Got gold? Got silver? Got a drawer full of what even is this? Then it's time to cash in with Flashes and Brilliance, Northeast Florida's most trusted gold buyers. They're not just buying gold, they're buying silver, rare coins, fine watches, estate jewelry, and all the sparkle you forgot you had. Don't just sit on your treasure. Turn it into cash today. Call John and Steph, the pros who make it easy. 904-540-7617. It's fast, it's friendly, it's Flashes and Brilliance, because your buried treasure belongs in your bank account.
Oh my God. Okay, you guys, here it is. So I am not asleep. I'm having a makeup malfunction today because I was running late and I think I forgot to put eyeliner and mascara on one of my eyes. So we all have those days. So now
This is very Pamela Anderson of you.
on
'Cause
apparently
now
half
she's-
of my face.
She's like really not into the makeups nowadays.
Yeah,
so
but
that's-
apparently it's only on half of my face, so that's okay.
Well, how much shellac do you put on your
I
face
really
every
don't.
day?
Like I use like a mineral powder usually, and then
Okay.
like I do my mascara, my eyeshadows and stuff. But today,
And that e.l.f. lip gloss.
leave my lip gloss alone. I'm using my MAC lipstick right now.
Thank
My
God.
favorite one, but look how low it is.
Low, and you need to
Yeah.
go and get some more. Well, Black
Yes.
Friday, maybe you get some
Yes.
buy
so,
one, get one.
Vicky, I have a joke for you.
Okay.
I mean, everybody can enjoy it, but
It's especially for Vicky.
Vicky, what do you call a factory that makes okay products?
My ass.
A satisfactory.
That's actually funny. I
You
like
are
that.
so welcome, friends.
That is good. Hey, speaking of good, we're going to talk about AgriHood. Ooh,
Oh,
see what I did there?
You're it's about as good as your country song from yesterday.
Oh, that was a major smash
That was
hit.
hilarious.
Yes. All right, so AgriHood, farm to table or farm to facade? You guys, I really want to get into this conversation, see what you guys think. Let's unpack this one like a crate of farm fresh drama. A developer in St. Johns County pitched a massive AgriHood. Remember we had this small conversation about it with
I'm excited
Commissioner
about
Arnold
this.
was on here. Think 2,600 acres of dreamy farmland turned into a neighborhood with a side of kale. They said it would blend nature, community, and sustainability. The county said, not today. And now we've got 3 lawsuits brewing faster than kombucha vat at a yoga retreat. I'm serious. So the big question is it truly reconnecting people with the land? Or just a bougie rebrand of a suburban sprawl wrapped in organic packaging? Because nothing says farm life like HOA fees and artisanal rain barrels.
Okay, so for all of you out there, an AgriHood is, I love that term. It's communities that are built around real working farms, and they've popped up across the country. They connect people with food, soil, and sustainability.
Right.
So many so-called AgriHoods lose the agra, which is and the farm ends up as a marketing ploy. So I saw on the news last night in Jacksonville, there's this guy, he has his own little farm, 3 farms. He started one on his property, it's called the Overall Farm. And he opened it up to community members because some of the neighborhoods are in food deserts, where the community members, they bring their own bag and they can pick his fresh vegetables.
That's kind of this concept.
But the problem is now the city and the county in Jacksonville went after him and they're like, you have to file these permits.
The zoning.
Well, guess what? An entity, they wouldn't state who, offered to pay the fee for him to get these applications in and stuff. And he said, so he's like fighting back with it, and he filed a petition and he has like 3,700 signatures. My whole thing is, okay, so here's my thought on it. I think this is a really cool idea.
I think the concept is innovative.
But
yeah.
what are we going to continue to do? Tear down the land and keep building these multiplex Nocatee neighborhoods? Like, is that what we're doing here?
The one common thing that we have on the docket is growth is inevitable. It's going to happen. So we are going to have to develop things, period, end of story.
Correct.
But the question is this land
The land
is out there, and they're thinking of remixing the idea of not just having some cookie cutter little ticky-tacky houses out there. They're actually trying to repurpose it as farmland so that it could be communal living. They could grow stalks of corn and squash and the kales and the things that people can actually live a sustainable farm light kind of lifestyle. Actually, I think it's a kind of a cool concept.
I think so too. So I don't.
Does it work? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think we have to try it.
Do you
to see
think
if it
it's
works.
bogus, or is this just like a developer kind of like putting the velvet curtain in front of it and just saying it's an agri-hood? I think for the people and the public, we need to understand what this really tangibly looks like.
Do you know why they're so against it? I feel like that's the part I'm confused on, and maybe our viewers are confused on
Because
too.
it does sound like the aesthetic of St. Johns County, right? Like we are half farm, half beach. I mean, like.
So what are they so against?
That's what I want to know.
That's what I'm confused about it, because I think it's a really cool concept. Because, okay, say you don't have a car, right, and you want to go to a farm, but you can't get all the way out to Hastings or to like Elkton.
Yeah.
This gives people in town an opportunity to kind of go to a farm, maybe get the vegetables, the fruits, the things, and have that experience that they maybe can share with their kids or whatever. And think about this: we have a larger, more mature community in St. Johns County. It would give them an opportunity to maybe have more fresh fruits and vegetables too.
So
what are we so against?
The county commissioners just released an idea or concept that developers are now going to have to make sizable donations to land sustainability. So I'm wondering if maybe that is a conflict of interest with this, because this is already taking the idea and the concept of land sustainability, and maybe would they still be taxed or whatever the build that they would have to pay towards the sustainability process? I'm very confused as to why the county was so quick to reject this. I think they've rejected it twice now. And I know that they're still going back to the table and trying to figure it out, because it definitely is a land that's going to be developed some way or shape or form, like I said. So I thought that this agri-hood idea was an innovative way of really kind of turning it into something powerful and beneficial to all concerned. Maybe not.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think I don't know. We'll see. But I want to keep
Patty
following
in
this.
comments right now. That's a really good point. Is it a workaround? I don't know. Maybe they saw it as a workaround. Are these? I have researched agri-hoods in the rest of the country, and they seem to be sustainable living environments. So I don't know. I think for me, I see innovation. That's as my opinion. I see innovation here. I see a way for both developer and the land to coexist together. So that's what I'm hoping for, but yet again, I'm a dreamer, so I'm not quite sure. Maybe they see something else here. I don't know. I
want to keep following this.
Yeah, I think this story is
see it, like,
definitely going to keep evolving, and see what happens on that one. All right, let's talk about safety first. Philanthropy has a level up here. Let's talk about something fierce, feminine, and full of purpose. It's not just me on a Friday. The Women's Giving Alliance of Northeast Florida is leveling up their mission. They've officially expanded their grant focus to include safety, not just poverty relief, but protection for women and girls. This shift means local shelters, legal programs, and advocacy groups are about to see a serious boost. This year alone, the Alliance awarded over $600,000 in grants to 10 nonprofits across 6 counties. This is awesome. That's women funding safety, security, and the strength for other women. And I don't know about you, but that's the kind of energy I think that we need more in the world.
Absolutely. The Women's Giving Alliance began back in 2001 with just 20 women. Today, they've awarded more than $10 million in grants and built $6 million endowments. This is crazy.
Yeah.
The new focus on safety was born out of research and listening to dozens of civic and nonprofit leaders weigh in before they expanded their mission. So it includes everything from crisis intervention, and domestic violence prevention to community programs that help women rebuild their lives. Guys, the local impact stretches across, check this out, Baker, Clay, Duval, Nassau, Putnam, and St. Johns counties right here in our region. This is amazing because I know the sheriff's
office. I think
office,
investing in safety is a really important thing, because I mean we do hear a lot about. Obviously, last month was Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Absolutely.
We had the Betty Griffin Center on, and they really did highlight that. So I think programs like this will keep women and girls safe because they're going to become aware. They're going to they'll have some resources to show them, how to get out of a egregious situation, right?
Right. Well, and they also now, the sheriff's office does this program, I believe it's called WAVE, W-A-V-E.
That's right.
Where
Good
they
call. Women's
host,
Against
yeah,
Violence
and they
Education.
teach like
yeah.
ninja stuff.
So this is
and
essentially
protection.
this foundation is giving money to programs like
Correct.
that so that they can reach a wider audience. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I think it's great because in the world we live in today, guys, kids and especially girls are the stuff they're exposed to on a daily basis and the stuff that they don't realize is not okay. It's very creepy. The Tristan Bailey Foundation put on this event with the Department of Homeland Security. It was about being aware in the world of the internet
digital
and all
world.
of that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it was, and there were kids in the audience, which I think is great, but it was completely eye-opening to me as a 44-year-old adult, like this stuff and how people are so sneaky and how they can take your picture and they can make it do whatever they want to you in the picture, and then they sell you on the other places.
Well, look at the big lawsuit going on
crazy.
right now with the Roblox program. Apparently,
Oh.
that's a grounds.
Yeah, predators are getting in there.
I had no idea, and
Yeah.
it was supposed to be like an internet safety gaming tool for youngers
Mm-hmm.
out there, and then there's a lot of these predators that will prey
Yeah.
on the children on
I
this
had a
Roblox
friend,
program.
her son was playing.
horrible.
He was playing the Roadblocks.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden she hears him talking and
Yeah.
she's like, "Who are you talking to?" He goes, "My friend." She's like, "Who's your friend?" She read the screen. She unplugged the thing and she did a report on him. It was a grown man talking to her 8-year-old son.
Gross.
Telling him to meet him and this and that.
And
the
there's
other.
they'll like blackmail the kids into sending sexy images and
Scare
stuff. That's
them.
not a cool thing.
No,
yeah.
so you know what? I'm really proud of the Women's Alliance for doing this. And you know what? With the way that funding is going and loan grants and stuff, the fact that they're able to do this to help fund these organizations is
Do you know
amazing.
any kids that are on the Roblox program? Like,
Yeah, a lot of
I
kids
honestly,
and little ones at the gym
I
play
agree
it.
with Addie. Like, get
Yeah.
your kids off of that
Fortnite,
program.
all of the things. They
Get
play
it
all
off.
the things.
So I don't understand what really Roblox is. Is it just like a?
It's a game.
It's like a gaming platform. Like
It's
sort of
its
like a
own game.
PlayStation 2 or something, right?
Well,
Or
no,
5
it's
or
its own
whatever it
game.
is.
Roblox is its own game that's an internet game.
Oh,
and you can
okay.
play with people all over the world since
Yeah,
it's the internet.
that is not good.
And they have different rooms you can go into and you build things and I think Fortnite's where you blow each other's worlds up.
Yeah, right. Allegedly. Mhm.
Yeah.
So interesting conversation there, but I really do love that this foundation is really kind of shedding a light
Yeah.
for women and girls all over Northeast Florida, which is really, really impactful. So
Absolutely.
great story there. Also, let's say hi to our friends over at Old Town Trolley. Gearing up for
Ding,
Nights of Life.
I'm so excited. I love the
Sit
trolley.
back and relax and take it easy, baby, and let it go as Old Town Trolley's licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine history. Guests will enjoy the city's European flavor, brick-lined streets, and sites such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. This 90-minute tour features 22 stops and covers more than 100 points of interest. Guests can use their ticket all day for on and off reboarding. You got to check out hometownpass.com.
Interesting conversation. We are talking about Roblox. That was just interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
crazy.
your kids. Change it up. Okay.
Oh, this right here.
Where's Ashim? Is Ashim in comments
Yeah,
today?
she's here.
Okay,
She's going to
Shimi.
love this.
We're going to talk about this one. Crown to trouble, walk out at the pageant. Sunnies, at the glitzy world of pageantry, sometimes real drama happens behind the tiaras. During a recent event for Miss Universe 2025, the organizer publicly confronted Fatima Bosch, Miss Mexico, for allegedly refusing a photo shoot promoting the host country. He called her a dummy head, quote unquote, dummy head, on live stream, and bam, several contestants got up and walked out in solidarity. He called her dummy head, and she says, "Excuse me, are you calling me out of my name?" And he was like, "No, I just think that you're being stupid for not following the rules of the pageant." And she goes, "Being stupid doesn't mean you need to call me a whatever." He did. He called her a dummy head. And then he turns to security to escort her out of the room. So then I would say half of the contestants stood up and walked right out with her. I thought that was a very powerful response to being
Absolutely.
so disrespected in that situation. So the question is this just a heated moment or a symptom of something bigger around respect, control, and the pageantry game?
The confrontation happened during a pre-pageant event on November 4th in Thailand.
Yeah.
The organizer demanded Miss Mexico verbally commit to a photo shoot. This is crazy. So more than just a conflict about a photo shoot, it raises questions about power dynamics in international competitions.
Yeah, you're not going to control her,
No.
bro. Like,
Here's the
she's-
thing, though. They look at these contestants, to be honest, as like toys, like Barbie dolls. Like,
Right.
because you're pretty, you have to be stupid.
Right.
Like, and you have to do, because they bank on the fact that they've worked so hard to get these titles to be able to compete at Miss Universe. So for some of them, it's like the top of the top. Because there's all these different
Well,
pageants.
it is. It's the universe.
Well, yeah, if you're going for Miss Universe, that's the top of the top. But then you have like Miss America, all these pageants. Anyway,
She did talk about on camera that she is not disrespecting the country of Thailand. That this was a
Yeah.
misunderstanding that actually was taken way too far. And this is like a moment, like to see it because it is floating around the internet right now. To see the actual
it was sad.
squad of her supporters get
That was
up
cool.
and just piece the F out of that room because that dude was like seriously chomping on some
Yeah,
bok
but-
choy that was not right.
Listen, in the world of pageantry, this stuff has kind of always happened, but this is the first time where there's been cameras and this and the other. One of the girls I used to coach years ago, her mother was a former Miss Universe. She brought her crown into the gym and I put it on. The thing is like,
To talk
huge.
about like the disrespect, the blatant disrespect of
Yeah.
women in media. I mean, I also want to say to the president of Mexico 2 days ago was literally groped in the streets. It's a
Yeah.
disgusting thing to see. She's being interviewed on the street. I don't know what the interview was about, but regardless, some dude just walks up and does like the Janet Jackson, like remember when they held the boobie pose?
Yeah.
Like, that is so disrespectful. Bro is arrested for sure, but like
Yeah.
you just can't do like that is just so I'm so tired of the narrative of treating women like they're absolute trash. Like
But-
they started life. Like
but the
get outta
other
here.
flip of that coin is if you're a woman and you're like, no, F you can't do that to me, then you're labeled as a bitch.
You're a
and you're
like a
the
witch
worst human
burned,
ever.
Like witches burned at the
Like
stake.
in Italian, it's called a bouton.
Right, like, look at that. Like it's just, I think that narrative absolutely needs to change, and respect needs to. How we all agree with that
Yeah.
around here. But yeah, I definitely think that's a powerful story, and I
Absolutely.
love. That's when you see the squad support her, because if she was just solo in that moment, that would have been way harder for her to get through this.
Absolutely.
But to see her friends rally, you gotta hang out with the people that fan your flames to success, because that's exactly how to get it up and glowing.
And you
But
know,
yeah.
chances are they probably don't even speak the same language, but they understand disrespect, and we're gonna have your back. You
Yeah.
don't need to speak the same language to have someone's back.
Right. It's universal. Love is universal.
Yes.
All right, step ball change into Tom Brady's clone up pup, a D-line to a dog doubling. All right, imagine you lose your furry best friend. We've all been through
Oh
it.
my
It's
God, it's the
horrible
worst
moment.
pain ever.
Your roommate of endless tail wags and couch snoozes, and then you wake up and suddenly there's another one that looks exactly like them. That's what Tom Brady just did after a beloved pit bull, Lua, passed away. Brady revealed that his new pup, Junie, is exactly a clone of Lua, which made this using a biotech blood draw before she died, and it's gone full sci-fi dog dad moment here. Beyond the headline, what does it mean when we start cloning our pets? For love, for yes, but for ethics and identity and the idea of replacement, and then we also have a bunch of pets that can't find a home. The tail wags and the existential questions are all in one bone. What do you think here?
All right, so Brady is not just a pet owner here. He's an investor in Colossal Biosciences.
Right.
The company that worked with Vigan Pets and Equine to make the clone. Mm-hmm. So it's both a personal and corporate choice. So here's how I feel about this.
Well, a lot of celebrities do this.
Yes.
So.
So I understand. Let me tell you, my soul dog Shiva passed away. Yesterday was her birthday actually, and she would have been 21. But if I had the money and the option to clone her, would I do it? As much as I would want to say yes, I'm going to say no. Because although the dog may look like Shiva, it is not going to have the exact same little quirks and nuances, and it's not going to have the soul Shiva had.
So insert Barbara Streisand in this conversation, who also did this too, and she actually got 2 dogs. Paris Hilton also did this too. But Barbara said, yes, they look very similar, but you'll never be able to capture this actual soul
That's
of
what
the
I
dog.
say.
So it's an interesting for $50,000 you can clone your dog. I mean, I'm just thinking like there's with all the problems that we're having in our world. I mean, you know, with the SNAP benefits being paused or taken away right now, and people are spending $50,000 to clone a pet that's not going to be exactly a mirror. Where's your priorities as far as being a human being right now?
Then I think of the
I
movies.
think it's a joke. It actually makes me angry because it's like, yeah, would I want Fiona to come back in my life?
Absolutely.
1,000,000%. But it will never be the actual Fiona.
But
like
then you
the
think about
OG.
this. Think about all the movies and stuff where they clone stuff and it comes back and it starts out fine and then it becomes evil.
Or like iRobot or something.
That's
right?
what I think about. Like, it's going to come, it wouldn't be Shiva. It's going to be like Demon Shiva.
Right, right. Yeah.
I don't know. I would not do this. I think that, like, there's a reason why people and animals that you love have to pass.
But is there?
You don't bring them back.
Is
That's
there
weird.
a positive thing about cloning? I mean, I'm thinking about animals that are suddenly or about to be extinct or something. Remember
yeah.
the deer that we talked about, the
Yeah.
crazy deer? Like, is that something that cloning could be a positive light? What are the positive traits of cloning? Like, where's that conversation? Because I think this is more of a selfish.
Yeah, I think
way.
I agree with you if it's to save a certain population from extinction. But I also think cloning, if it's in a controlled environment, I do think that there's a lot we can learn about like how things evolve and like they change, like the chemical makeup and the DNA, how things change. But do I think we should be spending $50,000 on pets? No. Hey, Tom Brady, why don't you take that 50 grand and donate it to a nonprofit organization that can do so much with $50,000?
So I want to know, like, how does it work? Like, Addie had this really good question yesterday when we were teasing this story on our production meeting. Does it grow in a belly of another dog, or is it just
It's
like
a dish,
is
petri
it like
dish.
petri dish the entire time?
Until it gets to a certain point, and then they take it, and then it comes out of the
Whoa. Are
petri
you
dish,
sure?
and it
That's-
goes in an incubator.
That's weird.
Look it up.
That's weird. So it reminds me of the movie The Fly. It's just like, ugh.
That's what I'm saying. You know, it's gonna come back and eat your soul. It's gonna be a demon. It's gonna get you.
All right, let's get out of that conversation and let's get into Hey Girl, Hey,
Hey.
horoscope. We got Sagittarius and Capricorn on deck today. Saggies, you are one-woman world tour spreading inspiration and scandal in equal measure. Your style oracle says, focus on bold colors, statement boots, and oversized totes for your spontaneous brilliance. Your cosmic command is say yes before you know how. Adventure is your destiny. Love that. Power accessory is fringe jacket that flirts with the winds on the land.
The land.
Affirmation, I chase sunsets, not approval. And your quote of the day is, life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. All right, Capricorn. Empire energy, baby. You're running things with red lip precision and black card confidence. Your style oracle says, try a black tailored suit in a structured bag, the perfume of power. Your cosmic command is build your dream, then invoice it. A diamond face watch will actually work for your power accessory because time bends to you. Affirmation is, I climb gracefully, I never stop. And your quote of the day is by Ayn Rand, the question isn't who's going to let me, it's who's going to stop me.
I love that.
My goodness,
Oh my
that is
God.
good.
Are you ready for Thirst Trap Thursday? Burr, burr, burr,
Yes, let's get
playlist.
it. Don't want no short bit, man.
Oh, wah, wah.
Don't.
And every time I go to Home Depot, because I love their DJ, I always hear this. I got a man. What's
you
your
got a-
man got to do with me?
I got a man.
I'm not trying to hear that. See?
You got a what? How long you had that problem?
Oh my God, did you see this? It's from our hospital jams.
I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control when something takes hold of me. In a day,
You
it
look
is
so
amazing. It's not a race. I want you to stay.
Oh,
weak
my
is so
God.
good. SWV.
You guys.
So
and
good.
Give them the red light special
All through the. I will tell you, TLC's album Fan Mail is
Underrated,
so
man.
underrated. I mean,
They're for show.
how those ladies got so screwed by the music industry. We literally were jamming out to TLC for years. God bless.
And now
T-Boz, Left Eye, and
Now
Chili.
Lisa Left Eye Lopez isn't even alive still to see the success.
I mean, what success? They're still like under the rug and dreaming. It's not that great. Oh, but I love TLC back in the day.
Yeah,
Jeez.
same. And you know what else I love? sunshine shenanigans.
That's right. I've got a story today, y'all. Let's get into this. The Great California Couch Fire of '92. Going a little bit over today. You'll be okay. Buckle up with me here. Your seatbelts, grab your fire extinguishers, because this is a tale that sniffers smoke signals faster than you can say Darwin Award. It was one cold California December, a day where not even the sun called in, and our protagonist home, marinating in NyQuil and self-pity, armed in one humble request. Dad, can we light the fireplace? Dad began some of the solutions in blind optimism and tosses a few logs in, strikes a match, and declares victory. And beautiful fire is firing. But then the fire dies down. Our sniffly hero decides to take matters in his own stupidity and takes out the garbage and puts it into the fireplace, right? Because garbage burns. Oh my God. What an idiot.
God.
So in goes the trash bag, banana peels, junk mail, mystery goo, all the same. But in the pile of doom, a hairspray can lurks. Seconds later,
Freaking blowtorch.
boom! Unbelievable. The can rockets out of the fireplace and then ignites the couch into flames. Now, instead of calling 911, our flu-furied hero decides, I've got this, grabs a glass of water, what an idiot, and not a bucket, a hose, or just the glass, dumps it onto the now 5 o'clock inferno under the sofa. The flames start laughing, and then the couch ignites even more, and the curtains start to catch on fire. By the time Dad returns, the family room looks like a scene from Backdraft. The smoke alarm is losing its mind, the dog is halfway down the street, and our hero is standing there wrapped in a wet blanket, holding the world's least effective cup of water, whispering, it got a little out of hand.
Oh my God.
Luckily, Dad saved the day, got the fire out, and let's just say our fire starter is not Drew Barrymore, baby.
Listen, moral of the story, if you're cold, grab a blanket. Don't light a freaking fire in your house.
All right,
Oh my God.
Sonnies, let's save your snack attack for tomorrow.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
think
cool?
so. Yeah.
Because we have a big tease for the afternoon show. Everybody stay tuned. We have a brand new sponsor, a very tasty
It's very yummy.
one.
Yummy.
Yes, happening this afternoon. So my dazzling Sonnies, get out there, inspire the rest of the world, and we love you so much. We'll see you back at 3. Bye, Booze.
Bye, guys.